So in this episode, I talk about where corporate sustainability, for all its great intent, is not going to keep up with the size, scale, and speed of the challenge that we're facing, and why this is the time to be an entrepreneur or innovator in this space, to have a mission, to build a team, and to execute on the challenge that you are so concerned about. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Rich Brubaker, Asia-based social entrepreneur. This week I'm in Hainan at the Responsible Business Forum. It's a great event, got a couple hundred people here. I was really struck by, again, how many corporate sustainability targets, how many advocates for the brands, how many of these programs that we're talking about are way too late and are just not ambitious enough. Everyone in those rooms agree. We are facing monumental challenges of water, food, community. They are talking about as something that they personally believe we need to be addressing. But then they present what's happening inside their companies, the goals they've set, the process they have in place, the investments they're making, the challenges they're having to engage their consumers, their stakeholders. And so that really led me yesterday morning to think like, wow, it's not through the corporate model that we're going to be delivering the solutions that are required of our environment, our economy, our society, and our communities. It's the entrepreneurs that I work with. It's the innovators inside these companies who are starting to crack through. Actually, we share a lot of common ground on the issues. We all agree that there are these challenges. The challenges, actually, as an entrepreneur and as my corporate sustainability counterparts, is to figure out what are the issues that you can get started on right away, show a measurable impact, and then scale that up. You know, I kept reminding the groups here, we have 2 billion people that we're going to urbanize over the next 15 years in Asia. So your German, your US, your Swiss, your London-based targets, while good and while you're showing progress in those areas, they don't directly map to here. The amount of investment that companies are making, the amount of knowledge they've built, the amount of effort they've put into this, they need more ROI. This is where I need for my entrepreneurs and my innovators to really understand that this is the moment. This is your opportunity. That for all the grand goals by the sustainability advocates for large multinational brands, the reality is, and the awareness is actually growing in the crowd, is that they're too slow. But who's not too slow is my entrepreneurs. Yesterday I had 2 on stage, packed against 2 corporate brands, and what was great was they both saw the same issue as their problem. It was a food and ag panel. 2 individuals were talking about how they have very large systems with, resources coming from 1,500, 2,000 vendors, just, one single resource. And then it's packed against an entrepreneur who's piloting drones, IoT, big data, metadata kind of applications for farms, and they have 1,500 to 40,000 farms. And one of the best conversations was, how are they approaching this very differently? Because the entrepreneurs, they have one had a team of 5 and one had a team of over 100 against the big brands who have teams of thousands who can get this done. But who was moving faster? What was bringing oxygen into the room was the entrepreneurs. They set an ambitious target. They piloted, they iterated, they tried to scale, they got funding, they grew, and they just constantly found ways to bring value to an issue that others are not looking at. And this is where I think if you are in Asia, you're an Asia-based entrepreneur or innovator looking at these systems of sustainability, looking at the challenges of environment, economy, society, community, your competitive advantage against the big corporate entities that all have sustainability targets that they're putting out there is the fact that you know the local conditions. You know the issue is tangible to you. You know the stakeholders. You know the innovations that should be done by the market but aren't being done. And you're the ones who are going to bring the solutions that actually do start to minimize and remove the challenges that our environments, communities, societies, and economies face on a day-to-day basis. You're on the ground. You're in the trenches. It's your teams who have the passion to actually solve a problem versus hit a KPI or a target that's 5-10 years out that everyone agrees on is not going to work. And so, the more I travel, the more I meet with entrepreneurs and I meet with small to medium-sized enterprises, the more I meet with the Asian families, I'm really starting to see like this is the trend that I hope that you are all understanding and feeding into. It's the entrepreneurs and the innovators in corporate that are going to be driving this forward. It's not going to be a corporate sustainability thing. It's going to be where business is sustainability, or sustainability is business. And the people that get that are the entrepreneurs and the mission-driven innovators inside of companies. Our goal now is to try and figure out how to bring them up. So after you've watched this video, after you've hit like, subscribe, hit that bell, you've done all the social media stuff you need to do, I need you to find a hammer, find a screwdriver, pick it up, and get to work. Because this is what we really need right now. We need our entrepreneurs, we need our innovators to figure out what is the issue they can work on, what are the resources they can bring together, and start to collaborate so we can scale up to solve today's problems. So thank you very much for your time. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Obviously, I always enjoy that. But more than anything, find a way to engage with me or with the community. Tell us the challenges you're facing. Tell us who you'd like to work with. Tell us the cases that you already have. We want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. So we can start to share the knowledge. We can open source this. Because it's the only way that we're going to be able to move this thing forward. We have a lot of work to do. I need you on board. I really look forward to hearing your comments. I really look forward to engaging. So thank you very much. Have a great week.